McFly TV back at you again with another video. Now today I don't want to take too much time, but I did want to go over scouting the draft board, more promising, well not more promising, but just harping on some of the coins that I feel again will make the greatest returns. Now when we're scouting on our draft board, obviously there's thousands upon thousands of cryptocurrencies, so we're not going to get all of them, at least not in the first year, but we can make an extreme effort. We can make an extreme effort to do the top ones we feel are going to be the more notables, right? So I definitely don't feel like going on the more unknowns, but that would definitely be another segment, like just uncovering ones we've probably never heard of, or more of ones on the ground level. But Vechain I definitely feel has a strong support base, and still being relatively new definitely requires a lot of attention. So without further ado, obviously scouting the draft board, this specific coin and video we're going to do today is Vechain. Now before we get started, today the market is about $240 billion total. I believe $1 is currently 12,671 satoshis. So what is Vechain? So created by brainchild Sunny Lu. Vechain, as many other chains, it's a 4th generation blockchain, looking to, or much like Ethereum, but looking to disrupt Ethereum or upgrade in new ways that Ethereum could not do. Now Vechain has its own blockchain, Vechain Thor, or known as Blockchain X, that basically allows new governance models, new economic models, regulation and compliance capabilities. Much like other blockchains, I will leave the white paper or the link to the white paper for anyone reading material, viewing pleasure, all that. But basically, the main premise in which they aim to do is to tracking logistics from manufacturer to consumer, specifying in luxury goods. So from the manufacturer, like from the warehouse, directly to your front doorstep. I believe so. Imagine ordering a Louis Vuitton backpack or an Hermes. What does Hermes sell? Hermes belt or Hermes rag or something like that, right? So from the time it leaves the factory, you will be able to know every single information to where it is. Has been tampered with, and that's another thing. They also aim to disrupt the bootlegging market. Right now, the bootlegging market is nearly $500 billion a year market. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if they're going to they're definitely going to disrupt it, but I'm not sure if they're going to usurp all of that. But they're definitely going to bring more honesty into the space. And that's what Vechain aims to do. Just build trustless networks, for a more expansive ecosystem. So we want to look at the stats on it. It's not even a penny right now. It's a little over half of a penny. So 0.0076. That's like 100 satoshis, if I'm not mistaken. Probably a little more than that. But total market cap 419 million. So a little under half of a billion. A good rule of thumb I like to follow with coins is, once they reach $1 billion in market cap, they've pretty much proven their staying power. And if they haven't proven staying power, then at least they've proved they have a strong community behind it. Now, it should go to say that for top performers, I'm not just looking for price surges, even though that that is a nice indicator, but I am looking for the amount of news and the amount of adoption as well. And speaking of adoption, Vechain still being relatively young, it has an amazing amount of adoption, and not just little here and there's, but major companies, BMW being one of them. And definitely serve for great content at a later video, how or what BMW aims to do as to putting their vehicles on a blockchain. So that was pretty fun, or pretty fun to read rather. Now, they also aim, I believe Vechain, they're in the top 10. I'm not sure what number, but top 10 in firms that have the most patents for blockchain technology. I believe ones that have way more than them are Craig Wright, the self-proclaimed Satoshi Nakamoto himself. So although the patents don't necessarily solidify anything, my personal opinion, they do offer a solid foundation when you're trying to move forward. Now there are about 55 billion circulating Vechain, which is a good thing, because as far as staking them or having that voting percentage minimum, I believe is 1 million, if I read the white paper correctly, for a 20% vote, or 20% voting power, excuse me. Now it's not that much. I believe that's it might be $10,000, maybe a little under $10,000 at this current price. Who knows? It may go up. It may go up. It may go up. But I believe Sunny Lu has a lot of things in store for Vechain. There's also a Chinese supermarket. I'm assuming much like a grocery store that's using Vechain's blockchain. So that'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. Many Chinese food products, actually, I think that was just like their major. I'm not sure the name of it, but I'm assuming, I guess it would be like a Chinese Publix or something like that. But it's interesting to see what Vechain will have unfold. Right now, it's the 27th coin as far as market cap. So that's a top 30, maybe a first rounder. I do feel like it would increase just from the amount of the following it has. Every time I read a Reddit post or any amount of news from Vechain, and this is all the way on the other side of the world, like in China. So for that to have an amount of pull on these waters, it just gives me a nice glimpse of maybe not necessarily where we're going, but a good direction that we're headed. So I didn't want to take too much time. I just wanted to bring to light a good draft pick. I feel many people have probably already been on. This is definitely a new coin to me. Not definitely so new where I didn't know it, but new enough to where I see it a lot, I skim it a lot. I'm now taking this time to acknowledge it, because I feel like Vechain is going to be a top performer. So unbiased opinion, I do not have any Vechain yet, but I do enjoy researching and reading any news upcoming. So we're still in the middle of the second quarter, going into the third, so there's still a lot of news. Actually, let me see if there's anything recent to expect, but still a lot more adoption. That's just not for Vechain, so no new events at least to come up. But that's not to say that nothing exciting is going to happen. So without further ado, I was just going to end this video right now. I hope you guys use the most of your day, evening, seconds, whatever you're doing, and we all get the same amount of time, fam. We just have to use that time to our advantage. So I'm gonna leave you with that. All right, see you later.